Here at home, Candlestick Park's been the scene of some of the Bay Area's biggest memories, from the 1989 earthquake during the World Series to the exploits of athletes such as Mays in Montana. But as KTVU's Ken Wayne tells us in tonight's special report, it'll be forever remembered as the place where the Beatles performed their last concert.
When the Beatles arrived in San Francisco in 1964, they were already the most popular band on Earth. The Beatles played the Cow Palace in '64 and '65, and to say it was pandemonium might be an understatement.
The screaming got louder as you know they were coming.
And then when they finally did come out.
And then you really heard it.
Cindy Gross lived down the street from the Cow Palace and saw both shows. Did they sound as good as the records?
No, because with the screaming and all that, you just couldn't hear everything.
By the time the Beatles returned for their third visit to play Candlestick in 1966, San Francisco was leading its own musical revolution. Janis Joplin, the Jefferson Airplane, and the Grateful Dead put the Bay Area at the epicenter of a rapidly evolving music scene. And while the Beatles were still the most popular band in the world, they didn't even sell out Candlestick.
I'm not sure why there were 5,000 empty seats at Candlestick, but it was a damn large park.
Ben Fong Torres was a young reporter in Oakland and used his press pass to watch the Candlestick show from the press box.
George Harrison was wearing white socks. That kind of stood out for me.
Security was even more elaborate, with the band brought into the stage in an armored car behind chain link fencing.
I had front row seats behind home plate. They came out of the dugout immediately to our right. They had their guitars on, and they turned around and started waving at the stands, and Paul looked right at us, and it was an incredible experience. He was like yards away from us.
They jumped on stage and just blitzed through their 9 or 10 songs, and they were done.
This is one of the only films of that concert, and the sound quality is poor.
The girls screamed their heads off, and we got to stand right beneath the stage, which was a sort of a raised platform in the field. And they were singing, and you couldn't hear them singing because the stadium noise was so loud.
And just like that, it was over. They were whisked away, never realizing the Beatles' concert era had come to an end at Candlestick Point.
When we did it, we didn't think it was going to be the last place, so we didn't kind of do it and think, aha.
In 1976, Paul McCartney reflected with Ben Fong Torres about those days.
I remember playing here and enjoying it and seeing one of the police motorcycle escorts coming off his motorbike as he went around the corner. I got a lot of recollections of San Francisco. It's a very nice city.
McCartney apparently thinks it's nice enough that he's proposed doing one more show at Candlestick Park, the last one before the stadium is torn down. This time, it's a safe bet, the show will sell out. Ken Wayne, KTVU Channel 2 News.